Kari,
No, I'm passionate for Americans.
How dare you want people to be alive? How dare you?
Passionate for the illegals. Bring more.
No, I actually want safe and secure borders.
You need more to make your vision of America work.
Listen, Adam. Listen that Bakari Sellers always saying some dumb shit. Listen to my logic train. Your logic train? What is a logic train, sir? See, this is the type of bullshit that the Democrats always be talking about. Every time Scott hit them in the head with facts, they come through saying some silly shit. It pisses me off to know not one, bro.
We need more illegals who get more benefits. That's your version of America.
No, what I want from America is a place that was promised to us, Scott.
To the illegals?
Like you do. No, it was promised to us. It was promised to us, not us, me and you, black and white, brown. Scott, do you think that your family was born here? You weren't born here, Scott.
I was born in
First of all, where does your family come from? My family wasn't born here. My family was actually from Sierra Leone. Scott,
then why are you even on the show, bro? You're not even a real American. Like, yo, get the fuck. Excuse my language, but we have to be real here. Bakari Sellers, while you may have grown up here in America, your experience is completely different coming from immigrant parents, bro. Like, your mama and daddy raised you completely different than how my mama and my daddy, well, my daddy was dead, but you get what I'm saying, guys. Jeez.
You're making a passionate argument for a country built on unfettered illegal immigration, and that is not anywhere near a politically popular position.
Our country is built on immigration, period.
What kind?
Period.
What kind?
Okay. Oh, and first of all, before we go to commercial, what kind?
You see how Scott had to ask that motherfucker? He had to ask him multiple times to answer the question. And this is what pisses me off the most about Democrats, bro. This is what pisses me off.
What kind of immigration was I brought here?
You're already in the hole. You sure you don't want to stop digging?
No, because it was slavery. That's not immigration.
Come on.
Well, okay.
Come on, what?
All right, there's a lot to be said.
Hold on. No. But you can't say come on when somebody's like, my family was brought here in chains. The answer is not come on.
We're going
to... Then what is the answer, Bakari? Like, can we... Tell the truth and shame the devil, bro. Like, first of all, I already said you shouldn't even be the one having this conversation anyway. Not to say that your points aren't valid, but you shouldn't be the one making them. And then whether your points are valid or not, I think is irrelevant. The fact of the matter is illegal immigration destroys every single nation, which is why every single nation has border policies, which is why you can't just go into any country. And the best example I like to use is Canada. Our friendly neighbors to the north. Yes. Do you know that Canada, one of the most liberal nations on the globe, one of the most liberal Looneyville style nations you will ever run across. Do you know that they have some of the most stringent immigration laws and border policies? You can't just come into Canada. Oh, no. You can't just come into Canada. But somehow you're wrong if you say you can't just come into the United States of America, man. This is more bullshit by Bakari Sellers being exposed by Scott Jennings. Shout out to Scott out here doing the Lord's work, slicing and dicing these sucker duckers.
So, you seen it, you heard it, now I'm about to drop it.
What you gotta say, big dog?
Didn't I tell you? Look, common sense will always be nonsense in any debate, in any forum, in any setting. At the end of the day, 2 + 2 will always be 4. And you have these Democrats who are actively telling you that they support illegal migration over the well-being of American citizens. And then the more you allow these folks to talk, the more they continue to tell on themselves. The more they continue to expose their agenda. And their agenda is to destroy the America, to destroy the United.
First of all, hold on. Shameless plug. But is that boy's skin glowing or what, bro? Like, yo, I swear that this like the Lord just kissed him. Wow, that's sunlight. That is the aura of orange, the orange of aura, if you dig what I'm talking about.
United States of America from the inside, using tactics like stupidity, identity politics, confusion.
Stupidity. Yes. They want you to be dumb as hell. Ladies and gentlemen, just last year, there was a reporter who worked for MSNBC. Well, not a reporter, but actually a producer, right? For weekend programming, right? The Graveyard Show. Clearly, he was a bottom of the barrel type dude. But in any event, he winds up going on this date with a reporter, which he didn't understand because she was undercover. So during the interview, I guess after a few shots, they was feeling a little, after a few little shots or whatever, old boy starts opening up the whole can of worms, talking about the Democrats' plan, how the Democrats pay them, how the Democrats want their message went a certain way, and how the Democrats, like how MSNBC and the Democrats are 100% in line with everything. And it's kind of crazy. And then you think about, he also mentioned that one of their objectives was to dumb down their audience. They wanted the audience to be as dumb as possible. And the audience would reject any time that they would have a counter viewpoint, which is why they only had Democrats on there talking about Democrat issues and basically shunning or basically being against anything that was Republican. So let that boy cook.
Ad hominem attacks. If you notice how every time Scott is speaking, they always try to speak over Scott. Anytime that they say, and then they count.
They do that shit a lot, and it grinds my freaking gear. It grinds my gears. See how angry I get when I just thinking about this shit? It's crazy.
With absolute nonsense. And then all Scott really had to do was just like, bro, how much deeper do you want to dig this hole that you are digging for yourself? And then let me talk about Abby Phillips for a second. Is it me, or does she seem like she can't get control of her panel? Because it seems like they just get on there and do whatever they want to do.
They do be on there running them up. Keep it a bean.
And as far as I'm concerned, it's not the Scott Jennings show. It's not the Bakari Sellers show. It's not the Van Jones show. It's not the Van Lathan show. It's not the Jamel Hill show or the Curry Champion show or any other bozo that they bring up there that want to go against Scott Jennings or whoever. It's the Abby Phillips show. Why don't you have more control over your show and over your panel, sweetheart? I'm gonna need you to grow a backbone. If you're gonna sit up here and have these type of debates, I'm gonna need you to be fair-minded. I'm gonna need you to call it down the middle, and I'm gonna need you to get control, because every time somebody has a counter viewpoint of a fucking liberal, they get shut down, they get over-talked, they get overran. Thank God Scott Jennings has a backbone and can actually stand against the nonsense that y'all continue to put after him night after night, week after week. Bottom line, the Democrat Party is the worst.
I feel my face melting. Like, yo, golly. Bro, have you ever just like had one of those moments where you go back and like look at footage of yourself and was like, God damn, I was cooking? This is one of those moments for me. So you have to bear with me as I go through this.
It's ever been. And the reason why it's the worst that it's ever been is because of nonsense like this. You're trying to come out here and actually tell people why they should be supporting illegal migration, why illegal migrants should have health care. Are you nuts? You want 11 million people to have free health care? Are you nuts? We have homeless
illegals, 11 million illegals. Because there's more than 11 million people in the country. I just thought I'd clear that up.
Veterans who don't even have health care, who are American citizens who fought for this country. You mean to tell me somebody who snuck in through the back door deserves the exact same rights as an American citizen, as an American veteran that fought for this country? You can miss me with that bullshit.